Well, hello there, ladies and gents. I'm Tammy Sapnewski, your crypto queen. Thank you so much for popping by my channel. And look what we have here. Don't, don't, don't. Another one bites dust. Another one bites dust, and another one gone. All right. So, another co founder of Celsius has decided to throw in the towel, try to make a nice clean escape. And this is the same dude who was using write offs. All this stuff is worthless. So, I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of like write it off on the taxes. And, as far as the, the people who were in the know for Celsius, people like Mr. Leon, people like Mashinsky, people like Nuke, all of these people that knew there was a gaping hole in the balance sheet, they should leave with nothing. And of course, we don't know what they already took off the network. We know that Alex Mashinsky is rumored to have taken off $10 million. But really, we don't know what he took off. He could have taken out way more than that. These dudes could have taken out way more than that. And who did they tip off as well before your withdrawals were halted? Before you couldn't take your stuff off? What did they run away with? Probably, probably a lot, right? We can only imagine what they ran away with. And at this point, they should leave with not a penny more. They shouldn't get not an additional cent. We should grab these guys by their ankles and shake them until every last penny falls out of their pockets. And then we should outturn their pockets to make sure they don't have lint in there. Like we should grab everything. So let's get to this article. Another Celsius exec is out as auction looms. Strategy chief leaves Celsius. Another Celsius executive is leaving the company. According to a report from CNBC, Celsius Network co-founder S. Daniel Leon has stepped down from his role as the firm's strategy chief. His resignation was not publicly announced, but was seen on an internal memo. Leon previously attracted controversy in early September during court proceedings. At the time, he declared that his equity in the failing company was worthless and that he intended to use those assets as a tax write-off. Leon's resignation came just 1 week after fellow Celsius co-founder Alex Mashinsky left his role as CEO. Mashinsky stated that he would remain involved in the company's recovery plans despite his resignation. So he resigned the CEO position, but there was a little caveat in his resignation letter saying, oh, by the way, I'm staying in one of my director positions, with the Bitcoin mining operation. Yeah, I'm still going to be there. Other Celsius executives will fill the vacant leadership position. CFO Chris Ferraro will reportedly become an interim CEO, while Global Tax Director Lior Corin will fill another role. Celsius third co-founder Nuke Goldstein, last one left, Nuke Goldstein, remains involved in the firm as CTO. Celsius auction begins mid-October. Celsius froze user withdrawals on June 12th and filed for bankruptcy 1 month later. The company's bankruptcy process has proceeded to the point that it will soon auction off its assets in an attempt to make a recovery. Yesterday, court documents revealed dates for that auction. Final bids for Celsius assets are due October 17th, and an auction may be held as soon as October 20th. Objections will be heard on 2 separate dates, and a sale hearing will finalize the results on October 20th, 28th, or November 21st. Sam Bankman-Fried, also known as SBF, co-founder and CEO of the crypto exchange FTX, is rumored to be bidding on Celsius's assets. FTX successfully bid on assets belonging to the competing crypto company Voyager Digital last week. These developments are the next step toward returning account access to Celsius customers who have been unable to make withdrawals for the past 3.5 months. It is unclear whether a dramatic restructuring of Celsius's leadership will give users confidence if and when the company recovers. Though changing leadership may take the firm in a new direction, users may not be pleased to see key figures abandoning their posts. And I would have to disagree with that, because I know just from being in social media that when Alex Mashinsky left, everybody was very, very happy. They saw this as a very positive development, and it seems like this is no different. So we'll have to see if Nuke Goldstein, who I think is like the last man standing, if he is going to throw in the towel. I think when you presided over a complete breakdown and failure like we see in Celsius, I think people will be happy to see those people go. We need a changing of the guard. We need somebody that we think will be more transparent because we didn't know what was going on over there at Celsius. Every single AMA that Alex Mashinsky did, right up to a couple days before withdrawals were halted, he says everything is fine here. If you've heard anything negative, do not pay attention to it. These people, they're just crazy. They don't know what they're talking about. It's just FUD. Your money is safe here in Celsius, and we will always have your back. So, no, I was not unhappy to see that guy go. I'm not unhappy to see this dude go. I won't be unhappy to see Nuke go either. Will you? I'd love to see some new, fresh blood in there. I want to see some new, fresh ideas brought to the table. I really have to say, Simon Dixon, I think he's done a great job with bringing suggestions to the table. How do we move forward? How do we get the most back that we possibly can to these creditors, these unsecured creditors? That unsecured creditor, that's anybody that deposited their cryptocurrency onto the Celsius network. It just goes to show that when you do that, when you believe you're making the right decision for your financial future, for your family, you're doing everything that you believe is right. Why should I let my tokens sit in my wallet and collect dust when I can put them over here and gain profit only to lose them? It's like it's not a win-win here, right? It's just very sad. So you think you're making the right decision and it comes to bite you in the end. What can we do to make these people as whole as possible? And I think a lot of the suggestions that he's come up with, like he came up with Bitfinex, maybe they're doable. Let's see. Wouldn't we rather go down swinging with this plan other than, what's the alternative now? Just kind of auction off all of our stuff on the cheap and maybe get a pittance back in return, even if it's the potential of, okay, you know what? Recovery for you, the unsecured creditor, is going to take maybe a year or two. All right. I planned on leaving my stuff there in the long run anyway. What's the deal? Would we rather try that, or would we rather just accept what's going to be thrown at us? You let me know. If you are a Celsian and you feel like you would much rather wait a couple of years and see a better return for your money, write heck yeah down in the comments. And if not, if you'd rather the assets just be auctioned off, just put highest bidder. All right, well, that's going to do it here for me today. I thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, please take care of yourself.